I am so hot and so damn annoyed. Like, I don't know if it's the heat. I don't know if my freaking hormones are out of whack. I don't know if just everything all of a sudden at one time is trying to catch up with me and come crashing the F down. But I feel like I am on a level and I need to chill the heck out because y'all, I'm popping off and I'm popping off on everybody. One thing that I always notice and I try to take really big observation from is the fact that I do believe that our space and our external environment is a reflection of what is going on the internal. And as you know, wild as that might sound, because sometimes we can look around our outside circumstances or like our outside environment and be like, no. But the truth of the matter is, I noticed that anytime my immediate environment, so I'm not talking about like outside of your home, right? But my immediate environment, so my bedroom, when we had our house before Sean passed away, like our home, right? Like the state of the living room, my car even, right? Like how things are looking around me can sometimes be a huge indicator to what is really going on in the inside, right? Like when I feel flustered and frustrated and just like all over the place, typically like my space is a reflection of that. And I'm looking around, we are starting our summer homeschool session tomorrow. I'm literally like not prepared. And while that's not necessarily a huge deal, like I'm not overly structured about how we're going to do summer session. Like summer session is basically for us to catch up and to do a lot of review. I like to spend the time like basically doing reading and making sure that like their basic math skills are up to par, and then of course just like still reading and going to the library and stuff like that. So it's okay that I'm not fully scheduled out and structured in that. But do you guys like literally hear my dad's TV, like Married with Children theme song is playing? And this is what I mean about like trying to record and it being so loud. My door is literally closed and it's still so loud. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. It's so loud. Okay, it's off. Anyways, though, I'm looking around, I'm noticing that the clothes are starting to pile up even though I've done laundry. Like my closet is an absolute disaster. I feel like I haven't gone through my closet, gone through my clothes and done any of that like big decluttering stuff in a while. I did spring cleaning inside of my room, but I was tackling other stuff. The closet is not something that I got to. And then our homeschool shelf is looking crazy. Like the reality is I don't have enough space. And as much as I'm on Pinterest and trying to look at like closet world solutions and what are some things that I can do to make more space so that we can fit stuff, I just don't have the space. I literally condensed a 5-bedroom house down to a storage unit and a 2 bedrooms. So I don't know, but I'm going to look around my room right now and figure out what it is that I can do to fix my closet. I think that once I can do that and maybe get some of my clothes situated, stuff that doesn't fit anymore thrown away. I lost a lot of weight in 2022, and then after Sean died, like at the beginning of 2023, I was down so low when it comes to my weight, and I had bought all these new clothes and like underclothes because nothing that I had fit. And now here we are, 2.5 years later, and I'm big as fuck. Like I've gained 30 something pounds. None of that stuff fits me anymore. So I need to just go through and do a full overhaul. Like I really want to change my wardrobe. Like I'm in this sort of phase where I'm wanting to change everything, and it's really starting to, like, I feel really antsy. It's like it's bubbling up from the inside that I need to change some shit. Like things cannot continue to be the way that they are. They just can't continue like this. But I do think that if I fix my closet and get rid of some stuff, clear up some space inside of my room, open it up a little bit, because I feel like my entire back wall, literally you can't even see the wall, because between my desk, my dresser, and then our shelves, like you can't even see the walls. And that's one thing that I really didn't like at the Dresea house, was just not being able to see the wall. So I don't know, I'm even embarrassed to show it to you guys. I don't even want to show what the hell it looks like, so I'm probably not. But just know it looks like a hot mess, and I'm about to sit here and see what I can do to tackle to fix it. What I will show you though is what the closet is looking like. So while Married with Children's theme song is playing again, because that's all that's on the TV all day, let's skip to the closet. Okay, so when I say stuff everywhere, like this entire hamper, I feel like is not even dirty yet, and still it's filled to the brim with stuff falling out of it. This suitcase is from camping. I need to unpack this. That was damn near a month ago. Okay, so here's the situation that I'm working with. I have tons of space here in the closet, but I also had these like little ugly plastic drawers in here that I don't even use anymore. They've literally become a pile up for all of these clothes, which are clean and slightly folded, but need somewhere to go. The drawers are like bent down and broken because they were just so heavy on the top. So I definitely need to pull this out of here completely. And what I want to do is put cube shelves in here so that everything can just be stacked into cube shelves. And I think it'll be a hell of a lot more organized. Obviously, like the clothes just go all the way back to down there, and then I've got some stuff like stacked up in the corner. So I'm probably going to need to eventually get more hangers, because I would like to hang up more stuff. And then I think that the girls, or either Preston and Penelope, will probably end up having to put some of their stuff in my closet too, because they actually don't have a ton of closet space in the room that they're in. Then up here on my shelf, I've got like some drawers that I don't even know what's in them. This had all of my vitamins in it, but I also just started throwing stuff up there, and like school supplies and stuff. Like the whole shelf needs an overhaul, because I can use the space to stack up and make room for like more storage for things going up. I don't know if you guys remember a long time ago, but I did a room makeover and then like a closet makeover. Matter of fact, I've probably done multiple closet makeovers. I'm gonna link those below if you guys want to go back and take a look, like travel back into time. But at our old house, I did that multiple times because I was trying to find solutions yet again for having a smaller closet, and how to really make that work. So in those videos, I had used like shelving systems before inside of here, and it's kind of just like a little like closet world hack to put the different shelves in. So I'm probably going to use my bookshelves for right now, and then I'm going to have to go get some new bookshelves because I'm going to need somewhere to put my books. But I got to work with what I got for right now. So okay, my battery is dying. I've taken out all the clothes that were piled up on top of those little plastic drawers. This is all of my waist bead stuff, trash, my exercise crap, like content stuff, tripods, and all of that crap. But this is the side of the closet that I just finished taking care of right now, like getting everything out of here. I just vacuumed out the floor. I think I'm going to wipe down the walls in here, and then I'm going to bring this shelving unit in, I think. And this is the extent of what I'm going to show you here. But this is our little homeschool shelving system. Most of these all have just like school supplies, paper. This is laundry that needs to go somewhere. The lunch boxes, the snack box, and then These have school supplies, books, and then each one of the kids have their drawer that has all their stuff in it. So I'm either gonna have to reimagine this area or just get a new shelf to put right here. But to be honest, like I'm getting frustrated. I'm like literally so hot. The air conditioner in this house is not on, and you know, that's part of the joy of living with other people. You know, you can't control what somebody decides to do with their air that they pay for. So I just need to shut up and suck it up. But I'm like burning up inside of this house. My fan is on, my window is closed, but my room gets like the evening sun, so it's always hot in here in the evening. But like, this is absolutely freaking ridiculous. But anyway, I'm kind of frustrated with all the homeschool stuff being in here inside of my room, but there really is nowhere else to put it. Like at the Las Vegas house, we had an entire homeschool room, so all the shelves, the tables, like everything for homeschool was all inside of that one room. It wasn't in anybody's bedroom. It was its own separate space. Now that we are here at my parents', like we have 2 rooms within the house, but like every other room in the house has stuff in it. And then also, like, I'm not trying to displace my parents. I did not even expect or think that I was going to be here this long as I have been. You know, like fingers crossed by some miracle, maybe I don't have to, you know, be invading their space like too much longer. But either way, like I can't go taking over every room in the house. So it's like I try to keep everything as condensed and you know, as organized as possible in here, but it gets hard. Like it gets hard. There's too much stuff and not enough space, and it's starting to drive me absolutely batshit. So I'm gonna have to rethink. I'm gonna have to get real creative about, I think, what I'm gonna do for the homeschool supplies. I may have to put them on the shelf in the closet. I'm not really sure. You guys, I'm so hot. Like, I'm literally like I don't even know why I put makeup on today. Like, this is a mess. That sounds good that you're able to go and get a massage, especially maybe after a day like yesterday. So that's cool. I'm glad you got to go and do that and that you're feeling all mushy and great. I've just been cleaning up like my room. I just threw away like a bunch of clothes, and I was like going through my closet. I was having me a little like irritable meltdown the other day, and I'm looking around my room and I'm just like, it's a clutter fuck in here. And I know when things get like this, like that's when I start feeling, you know, I know that I'm feeling a kind of way. So I started cleaning up, but I started with my closet and just taking a bunch of stuff out. So I've been in this space with shit all over the place for like, when did I start? I started on Monday afternoon sometime. So this is like the second, third-ish, I guess, day of me. But I'm finally wrapping it up. I'm going to take a bunch of stuff over to my storage unit, and then I went through like my underwear, like bras, socks, like every drawer. I completely cleared it out and washed a bunch of stuff. And so I'm done today before the damn sun goes down. is my biggest thing. And then I just want to light me like a candle and put my new little air fresheners in and sit back, and it always feels really good when the room gets like a fresh clean and the sheets are fresh and like all that shit. And like you said, I think it'd be cool to kind of just, you know, intentionally check in and like see about, you know, just what's going on. Like, I think even just so far, you're gonna be like, So I'm kind of pulled in and interested to see like where the rest of the story goes. But yes, ma'am. I like sending voice messages with my friends with these things. Like, sometimes the other day, man, me and like one of my friends who we talk a lot about astrology. And when I say like we can talk and send a message that's like really super long, like we can talk. And I made like this big old long like 8-minute message not too long ago, and quite literally like it didn't even send. It was like all jumbo and weird, and I'm just like, I just don't even want to do it anymore. So I sent a text instead, but it's just easier to talk it out and send the message.
You know your preferred language option number. You may enter it at any time during this menu. For assistance in English, press 1. Para ayuda en español.
So we had to get a new refrigerator. Like, the whole refrigerator just stopped being hot the other day, and all the food in the freezer was like melted. So this one has like 2 freezer drawers on it. The other one only had 1, so I guess you can put like your deep stuff in there and whatever. This one's kind of cool. It's got a little feature where you can like change your ice to cubed or crushed, so that's kind of dope. So the other one had like little circles on it where you can put like your water bottles or like your cans of soda. So this just has these little, I guess, like condiment ones in the drawer. And then the bigger ones, there's 3 of them. So I don't know if it's bigger. I think it's bigger, or like it seems like it has more organized space, I guess, than the other one that we had. The other one had a tray like this and then 2 drawers also. So I don't know, but maybe it's got the same amount of shelves. Anyway, so refrigerator restock, because we don't have anything in the refrigerator. And as we get ready to step into our homeschool for the fall, Michaela is going to be doing dual enrollment at the college. So we went to go and pick up some paperwork. And then, of course, I stopped for a little pick-me-up at Dunkin' today. They have this new signature latte that I tried, but it's really not as good. My favorite one is quite literally the lava cake latte, and they don't have it anymore. All right, you guys, I finally finished the closet and moving some stuff around. I ended up moving my bookshelf over to the bed, so I think that's gonna work out a little bit better. It is taking up the wall though that I like to use for filming my central movement and stretch videos. So I don't know, I'm probably just gonna have to do it more in front of that. But I did finally get the closet situated on this side. So I just put some of my purses up top. These 2 bags actually have a like a bag that they go in, and I need to put them back in there because the edges of this Coach purse are getting kind of dirty and I don't like that. But anyways, I just have like some wine that I have up here, so that's just in there. I stacked up in the closet shelf, so I have my shoes, some tennis shoes, and then those are just 2 pairs of boots. And then this has like my essential oils and stuff in it. This is like a ribbon that's dangling out. I need to fix that. But they're all like knocked down. I didn't actually go through and like organize this little thing, so I'll do that another time. And then this has all the vitamins and tea and some other stuff. And then I just have another box up there, and then my sound bowl all the way on the top. I put a bunch of stuff on hangers, all my sweatshirts and jackets and things like that. Of course, like the major thing was that I put the shelf inside of here and then just folded up a bunch of clothes on the shelf. So I do like this a little bit better. Like, I can easily see what shirts I have, what tank tops I have, and all of that. And then, you know, makes it a little easier. Like all my leggings that are just out, more tank tops, leggings, sweats. And then I've got one more empty slot down there. I just stuck those Crocs in it for right now, but this space is empty too, and I still have stuff coming out of the dryer. And then over here in the corner, like I just stacked my yoga wheel, my Pilates ring, my yoga blocks, my yoga mat, and then this just has some other stuff in it. And then over here, I just put like some tank tops, and then this is mostly like dresses or like long skirts, or like anything that's on like those kind of hangers. So there's like a bunch of dresses and stuff back there. And then here on the top shelf, I just am using these 2 little bags to actually store stuff. This is like a cutesy little bag that I got for my birthday. It's got like a really good material. It's like actually pretty thick. So I like to just use that. Like inside, I just actually have the bag that my purse goes in. So I do need to put my purse back in there. But this just has some stuff in it. This has like my affirmation cards in it. This little bowl just has like my keys, some chapstick, my remote, and then my wallet. And then I just have some perfume sprays back there. And then over here to the side. So same thing with the Sephora bag. It just has some stuff in it. I've got a little Versace box, and then my perfumes and my other sound bowl. The biggest thing that I needed to do was basically still make sure that I had space out here to lay out my mat so that I can film straight on or film the videos at a diagonal. And my pole is literally in the way, but I can't really move it, so. Then over here on the other side, I redid my little office corner. So I just turned my desk around so that it was facing like this, and I need to move these 2 boxes under here. I just don't really know where I'm going to put them just yet. But I did do this little corner, which I thought would actually be nice for maybe like filming certain YouTube videos, or like when I do live streams and stuff like that on TikTok or whatever. Like, felt like this maybe looked like a better sort of like background, I guess. But I do want to get some new shelves. And then I just put my little Monstera plant in the corner. Can you guys believe like I've had this Monstera plant? I got this plant in 2020, and she's the one that I call Big Mama because I literally think that I made a vlog when I got her, and she was all small and she had like several little leaves on her. But this plant has made 3, if not 4 other plants that are also like full on big, beautiful plants now. And I've also gifted like 3 of these Monstera leaves with a note on them for other people to put in water and propagate as like housewarming gifts and stuff. So she's just been reproducing all over the place. So I call her Big Mama. I feel like she's starting to grow up pretty tall. I do need to clean her leaves and stuff though, because for a minute she was looking really sad. And so right now she's on like, she's in ICU. So we're trying to get her better. And then lastly, like just the area where my TV is, this little dresser is sold. This has been in this room that I'm in for a really long time. So that's not coming out or doing anything. So it's kind of just like a little family heirloom piece of furniture. But that's all right there. So we had our homeschool stuff over here, like leading on the way out of the door. So I've got like a big bulletin board of stuff over there. And then we had our 2 calendars and the main calendar. And this is where I basically had like a big, or like the shelf that had all the homeschool stuff on it. So right now I just have the printer sitting on the floor, and then we have some of our homeschool supplies bins right there. And so now I actually don't have any idea what I'm going to do with some of our homeschool stuff yet. I think I can place some of it in the little 3-tier cart that I have like over in the back of where my office stuff is at. But like that's the only thing, was I feel like I condensed down so much stuff. Like I cleared stuff out of the bathroom that probably just shouldn't have been in there and made room for it inside of the closet. And so it just, I feel like I moved a gang of stuff out, and to still not have space for certain stuff, like I'm not gonna let it drive me crazy. Yeah, in the meantime, I feel like a lot of their homeschool stuff is online. We are a Me Academy family, so we do use that as our main curriculum, which is online. But they do have like writing books and journaling books and workbooks and other paper and stuff that's essential for like doing math and just, you know, practicing their writing skills and stuff like that. And then we had a pretty big library of books. Oh, I didn't show you. So on the other side of the closet, like, I made room for the kids' stuff, and they had a lot of their clothes inside of these clear drawers, but these were stacked up in the bathroom. And so now there's more space in the bathroom, but this is also taking up space inside of the closet. This is just Penelope's little like vanity and her jewelry box. But up here, you know, part of the reason we had the cube shelves is because they have so many books, and this is just like some of the books that we have in our library at home. But we have a bunch more books, and so I try to go to the storage unit and just like, as they read these, then get more and take these out and take them to the storage. But the shelf that I was using was holding like majority of the books, and then they have pull-out drawers, and each of them had a space for them to put like just the papers that I pass back, or like anything that they're working on that they didn't finish, basically like a little cubby drawer to put all of their stuff in. And so I do feel like I still probably need something like that, but I also don't want the area like walking into the room. It's like a little, from the door, it's like a little, kind of like a little long, like not long, but kind of like a little hallway, and then there's like a bathroom off to the side of the room. So I just don't want that area when you first walk in here to be so cluttered, but I might need to put some kind of shelving thing together in there, or at least maybe like those clear, they're like clear boxes kind of storage things, and you can like put a lid on them and then you can stack them. Like maybe I can do something like that, like the kind that fit paper, and then that way their workbooks and their paper that they're working on can probably just go in there. So I'm not really sure. I'm still gonna have to figure that out. But in the meantime, it has literally taken me like 3 days to get all of this done. It was Monday, I think, when I had my flip out and I first like started pulling everything out of the closet and trying to get rid of stuff. And so like that first night I went to bed, there was still just stuff all over the place. And then last night it was a little bit more like organized chaos. It wasn't as like completely awful as it was the first night. And so today I was like, nope, I gotta be done. I gotta be done getting everything off my floor and off of the surfaces and out of the way. Like I need to, and so everything is clean. The last thing that I just need to do is vacuum, and then I want to take me a hot, long everything shower, and then light my little candle, and I'll probably do some like yoga tonight, and then lay it down like a ton of bricks, and I have successfully done the closet. Anyways, that's gonna be it. It is, what time is it? Ooh, shoot, I'm late. It is 7:28. I'm getting ready to go out and take my walk. I think I'm gonna try to do 3 miles today. Because right now I only have 3,000 steps on my step counter. I try to aim for 10,000 steps a day, and the way that my average day is set up, I usually am able to hit that most of the time, especially if I add in a 3 to 5 mile walk. I was doing 5 miles a day in the morning, but now that it's so hot outside, like things have really just shifted around like my time. I've been waking up so late. So last Sunday we talked about disciplines and establishing like habits and routines and being disciplined about the things that you say you're gonna do. And I did decide that I do want to start getting up earlier. Like even though it's summer, I don't like feeling like when the kids are out of school, like I don't have some sort of schedule to adhere to, and then my days start to feel like one big clusterfuck. And so in trying to get back on some kind of track, especially because I don't, you know, like work outside of the home where I have to be up and be in an office at a certain time every day, which helps, you know, keep your days sort of scheduled and tracked out or what have you. So anyways, I've been wanting to get up a little earlier, and I have. Today is only Wednesday, but both Monday and yesterday and today I have gotten up before 8 o'clock. My goal is like 6, but I've kind of been getting up at 7:30, but baby steps, right? Like we got to start somewhere. So that's what I've been doing in that sense. But anyways, 3 miles I think it's gonna be tonight, because I only have an hour before it like really gets dark. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and for helping me cope through this little mommy crisis and clutter I had going on. It's all clear now, disaster averted, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.